Hola amigos, bien ok. Entonces, hoy día 33, day 33. Otra cosa para compartir con ustedes. Hoy voy a, como dice, voy a compartir algo con el tema de opinión. Opinions. Useful phrases for expressing our opinions about something. This is después una clase de ayer con algunos de mis estudiantes y espero que eso ayude a ustedes para entender un poco más útil formas de expresión si tú estás en una conversación general en la que dice su opinión. So here we go. Day 33. We're going to talk today about opinions. How to give your opinion, how to maybe challenge someone else's opinion if you're in a normal sort of conversation and you're asked any one of these type of questions. So really, obviously with opinions, we're really being asked, what do you think about such and such? What do you think about this topic? What do you think about this? Yep. But there are lots of ways we might be asked this question. All of these type of ones here. So really, again, we're listening for any of these, and we know what we're really being asked is just this. What do you think about this? Yeah. So we could be asked something like, what do you think about this? What is your take on this? What's your point of view of this situation? What's your opinion of what's going on? Maybe. What's your impression of this event? Or what's your understanding of the situation? Or perhaps even this one. What do you make of what's happening here? All of these really are just asking you, what do you think about this? So once we've established that, then really we can go on to giving one of our answers, which will be in one of these forms here. And this can be really quite simple. Something like, well, in my opinion, X, Y, Z. Yeah? Or personally, I feel that it's a good idea, or I feel that we should do this perhaps, something like that. Or I think that. Nice and simple. I think that. It seems to me, as I see it, or my impression is. But again, all of these really just come back to, I think that we should do this, or I think that it's a good idea, or I think this. Yeah. So remember, again, we've got lots of potential ways we might hear the question, but in reality, it's only one question. What do you think about this? And really, we can bring it back down to, I think that. Yeah. So all of these different questions, you can answer it very directly in the same words, the same phrase you asked the question, but honestly, you could just as easily say, well, I think that we should do this, or I think that John is wrong, something like that. Yeah. A couple of other expressions you can look at. Bear in mind, this is trying to give a bit more of a balanced way before we start, because it's only our opinion. Bear in mind, we're not necessarily studying a fact, we're studying our opinion of the events or the situation in question. So we can go with something, yeah, my impression is this, I thought it was a good idea, or I thought it was something else. Or one way of looking at this is, that's a nice diplomatic way to start into the thing, because it admits that you might be wrong. So from your way of looking at it, you get this answer, but perhaps John has a different way of looking at the situation, and maybe he has a better answer, or maybe not. Now, if we're going to disagree with John, let's say, either I agree or I disagree, but there are nicer ways to say that. I hear what you say, but, and then you can carry on with your critique of why you think they're wrong. So I hear what you say, but it seems to me, or I think that, la la la. Yeah? How about this one? You make an interesting point, but I disagree. Yeah. I understand what you're saying, John, but I think you're wrong. Yeah. I'm not sure I agree. I'm not sure I agree. I think that, yeah. I thought it was more about this than that, yeah. I thought they said this, blah, 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 yeah. Or I understood it to be this. So again, all of these are really looking at it from, okay, well, that's your point of view, your opinion. I see this from a different point of view, so my opinion is a bit different. I'm not saying they're wrong, we're just admitting that there's a different opinion. So I think that is a nice easy way of summarising just that's your point of view. If we want to be a bit more critical in the sense of we're going to disagree with what the other person said, I think this one is a very nice diplomatic way to do it. You make an interesting point, John, but I think that la la la. Yeah, because you're not saying he's wrong. You're saying his point's interesting, but you got a different opinion. But if you want to agree, then we can go with some of these. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's a good point. That's a good point. Or exactly. Exactly. That's it. Okay, so pretty quick run through of these. But I hope you get the point. Realistically, although there's lots of different ways to ask this type of question, to ask for your opinion, really, all they want to know is, what do you think about the thing we're talking about? Yeah. You can answer that, all of these really, just with I think that, or a variation of, if you like, depending on your taste. But really, I think that, blah, blah, blah. If you want to offer an opinion of someone else's point of view, and you don't want to be too critical, like you're wrong or I disagree, a bit nicer to qualify this as you go, give them a bit of space to admit their mistake. Something like that is a good one. You make an interesting point, John, but I disagree. Yeah. Okay. So I hope you found that useful today. That's it for the moment. So wherever you are, I hope you have as splendid weather as we have here. Enjoy your afternoon and see you soon. Cheerio for now.